Hey guys, well, the day finally comes that I'm actually ready to review a little underground album from 2008. And the new Linkin Park album has to leak. So, yeah. I guess work comes first. Linkin Park, Living Things. Now, I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. I have all their albums, and I was actually really looking forward to this thing. It was one of my most anticipated albums of this year, actually. And now that it's finally out, I gotta say that they really delivered on this one. This album is a whole lot like if Meteora and A Thousand Suns butt fucked. They got the electronics from A Thousand Suns, and they got the heavy guitar from the old school Linkin Park, Meteora era. Every single one of these songs is actually really distinct and sets them apart, and they're really good songs just by themselves. Just listening to them, they're just some of those type of songs on there that you can just, like, hold your fist in your car, get that mean face on, and just, yeah! Just sing the lyrics how you used to sing Linkin Park. On A Thousand Suns, it was rare that you were going to do that. It was more like maybe Blackout and Riches and Kings, and that was about it. Though I still really liked that album. But on this one, they kind of go back to their roots in a way, but at the same time, not completely. There's not like any memorable, like, piano chords or melodies just like of their old stuff. Bum 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 bum. You don't get anything like that on this album. Unless you want to count Burn It Down's melody as something memorable, then I can understand that. But yeah, so far they've only released 2 songs from this, Burn It Down and Lies, Greed, Misery. Both of those songs are hard, they got good lyrics, have good production. It's what you were hoping this album was going to sound like, basically. I really can't find a song on here that I don't like on this album. Castle of Glass is really great. They get all, like, Rage Against the Machine on the song Victimized. Somebody said it was the hardest song Linkin Park ever done. I'm not sure about that, but I do think it's a really hard, one of the more harder tracks that they've done. It's like an old school punk rock heavy song. It's got all the characteristics of that. Like, it's under 2 minutes long. That's pretty popular amongst that type of music. And it's just this angry little song. It really reminds me of Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine. I don't know why. It doesn't necessarily sound a whole lot like it, but every single time I hear that song, I always get that one also stuck in my head, so I really like that. That was a cool little just dirty jam that they had right there in the middle. Roads Untraveled's instrumentation is really different. I don't know, it sounds like wind chimes or something like that. They like laid them out and like hitting them with like xylophone sticks or something, but I really like it a whole lot. Skin to Bone is really great. It's so funny though, every single time I hear the name of that song, I always think of the Foo Fighters song, Skin and Bone, but whatever. Until It Breaks is a really unique track for me. It's got like a dubstep beat in the background over the rapping. And as the song gets on, it actually turns into something that kind of sounds kind of gospel-y in a way. It's kind of genre bouncing in one song, and I really enjoy that. Then Tinfoil is just an instrumental connection onto the last song of the album, Powerless. That song is a great way to end the album. It's actually a harder way to end it, more than a slower way. It's kind of like how they ended on A Thousand Suns with the Catalyst. And yes, that is how that album ended. Okay, I do not count that Messenger song as the ending of that album. My God, does that song suck. So yeah, I highly recommend it. The release date is June 26th, which means this thing kind of leaked pretty early, I think, anyway. I mean, like 2.5 weeks ahead of time. I don't know how they got their hands on it, but thank God they did. I'm really, really happy with this. I think it's great. It's a little bit short, I noticed, though. That is a point that I was going to bring up. This thing is about 37 minutes long. Now, I haven't compared the time lengths of other Linkin Park albums, but that kind of struck me when I first listened to it, about how some of the songs kind of just ended. This isn't a bad thing in any way. It's just something that I noticed. So yeah, I'll definitely be picking up a physical copy of this. And I really do think that it's probably my second favorite Linkin Park album now, apart from Meteora, just because Meteora has such timeless songs on it, the certain piano chords of like Faint and Breaking the Habit, Numb. Those songs are just going to live on forever. Honestly, I just think this is great though. I mean, I can't stop listening to it. I've been listening to it over and over again ever since I got the leak, so I mean, I think it's wonderful. Definitely my second favorite Linkin Park album, my top 3 being Meteora, this, and 1,000 Suns. But Michael, what about hybrid theory? I don't care. This is my opinion. You can have whatever top 3 you want to have. This is just for me. I'm sorry. I liked 1,000 Suns. This is opinion. 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 So yeah, if you can, go find the leak. It's wonderful, and I highly recommend it. Pick yourself up a physical copy. Support the artist. Darn it. Don't just download it and then not go buy it if you don't like it. If you like it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But if you like it, go support them, because they did a good job. So yeah, that's about it. I'll be back with the review that I wanted to do, even though it probably won't get near as many views because it is kind of underground and Linkin Park is more mainstream. But I'll do it anyway, because some of you might have actually heard of them. So yeah, I'll see you guys pretty soon.